10 times out of 10, the victim mentality will rob you of your joy. 10 out of 10, every single time, a perfect score. The victimhood mentality will rob you of your joy. As a matter of fact, it won't just rob you of joy, it will rob you of anything that is fulfilling within this life. Any experience, any situation, circumstance, interaction, engagement. If you view yourself as a victim, as somebody who is a victim to life, as if you're victimized, that this life is happening to you as opposed to through you and for you, you are going to suffer as a byproduct. And the reason I know this is because I lived on the other side. I was on that side of the fence. As a matter of fact, I spent more of my life on that side than I have this side. But I had to make a decision. Am I going to live as a victim and get the attention, because that's why I was doing it, right? And get people to validate me continuously, because that's why I was doing it, right? Am I going to do that and trade off my joy, trade off a life where I'm creating the things I actually desire? Am I gonna continue to perpetuate that, or maybe perhaps go without the external validation? Maybe have some people look at me sideways and not really understand me, and hop on the other side of the fence where there is everything that I've ever desired. Maybe that was the decision that I had to make for myself. And it wasn't a clear-cut decision at first. This wasn't just I woke up one day like, oh, I'm living with the victimhood mentality. Oh, I'm living as a victim. Oh, I'm seeing myself as a victim. It was so nuanced for me because I wasn't always the type of person who would hoop and holler and, call 17 people. I would keep a lot of things close to me. When it came to very, very, intimate things, I would keep it close to me, but I would keep situations alive in my life. Let's say a toxic relationship dynamic or a certain dynamic in whatever friendship or whatever it may be, in order for me to perpetuate this feeling that, oh, look what's happening to me. I'm the good person. They're the bad one. That's really what that victim mentality is about. It's about saying that person bad, me good. It's an egocentric way of life. And I'm not here to denounce. I'm not here to belittle. I'm not here to shame. I'm not here to blame anybody who's been through any situation or circumstance. That's not my intention. But even me saying that, somebody's still going to find a way to take offense. If you are, go listen to my video about taking offense and how it's making you weak and how that's still in your life as well, right? Taking offense is nothing more than a byproduct of living from a victimhood mentality where you hold the belief, you harbor the belief that things are happening to me as opposed to through me. And the reason I say that continuously is not because it just sounds cute to say, it's because it's the truth. This is the fundamental reality of life. And if we don't accept it, then we're going to be working against ourselves every single time. We're going to be working against our greatest good every single time. If we do not accept that we are the creators of this physical reality, this one right here, all of it, in all of its fullness. If we don't realize that our belief systems, whether we are conscious or unconscious of them, are projecting out as our life experiences, we will continue to create the very same circumstances. And if we hold ourselves to be victims in that, oh, Lord have mercy. Wipe me down, because I'm telling you right now, if we continue to hold ourselves in a place where we view ourselves as victims, life will give us exactly what we are putting out. Life says, your wish is your command, just like a genie, just like Will Smith in that damn Aladdin movie that I still haven't watched yet. Your wish is your command. Your wish is your command. Your wish is your command. Whatever you say, whatever you project out into life is going to come back to you. So if you're perpetually telling these stories of everything that's happening to you and what happened to you and who did what to you, all it's saying to life is, hey, more of that, please. More of that, please. In the menu of life, you're looking through the whole menu. You got two sides, positive and negative experiences, the desired and the undesired. And you're going into that restaurant and saying, ooh, those are the things that I don't want. Let me get everything on that list. That's what we're doing. Energetically, that's what we're doing. We have been fooled. We've been bamboozled to believe that in order for us to feel better, in order for us to get to a place where we heal, we have to continuously harp and talk about these things. And trust me, I have been a coach and a consult. I've been a counselor for individuals for quite some time. Longer than I was even doing it professionally, I was already doing it within my life. And I would see these patterns. But once I started doing it and getting paid for it and actually having these coaching sessions with individuals, and I start realizing, oh, we're working off of a backwards model. I've had people come to me just because they were tired of going to their therapist because all they did was regurgitate the same thing. All they did was relive the very same traumas over and over again. There was no change. There was no shift. And to be honest with you, some people in the therapy space. I'm not saying everybody, I'm not saying you, but some people don't mind if you don't come to a state of wholeness. They don't mind because you gonna be paying off the overhead at the very least. They don't mind because you're gonna get the bills paid. You're gonna be a return customer if you actually don't completely get to the other side of that fence. So technically, you staying a victim just enough is going to be okay for some individuals who are in the counseling and therapy spaces. I'm not here to pinpoint, I'm just here to point to the facts. And so I started getting these clients, these people coming into my quote unquote practice, and I'll say, oh, they still have the same mentality as they had then. They think they're gonna come here and just regurgitate the same thing and get a different result. And so I had to operate in what I operated. I'm a coach. You understand me? I'm a listen, but I'm a impute. Like I'm here to give advice. I'm here to give guidance. Is what I'm here to do. I'm not just telling you about, oh, okay. Okay, so what are we gonna do about okay, so X, Y, and Z. Let's try this out. Let's try that. Let's strategize here. Let's implement this. If you're not getting results, there's something off. If I'm a fitness instructor and I'm giving you workout plans and ways to eat and all kinds of things and you're not getting results, you've been with me for 6 months and you're still in the same place, doing the same stuff, eating the same stuff. I need to retire as of yesterday. I need to leave. Somebody needs to revoke my license if that's what I'm doing. And so again, I came to a place where I finally accepted that, we're actually perpetuating the victimhood mentality, but we're pretending like, we're just expressing ourselves or we're justifying it as, well, I'm just, sharing my story. And again, there's nothing wrong with doing any of this. You can choose to do with your life whatever you want, but I am here to tell you a truth that sets you free. And that truth is, so long as you stay fixated, so long as you stay focused on anything, I'm talking about the good side or the bad side of the menu. I'm talking about the positive or the negative, the wanted or undesired of the menu. So long as you pick either one of those, that's what you're going to get every single time. If I'm focused on the undesired, I go to a buffet line and I say, I don't like that. Boom, I don't like that. Boom, I don't like that. Boom. That's exactly what I'm doing, what I'm fixating and focusing on. Look at all the terrible things. That's why gratitude is such a powerful elixir. It is a shifter of perception. It literally puts our entire focus onto the good. Even if there's one thing that we perceive as good, if you just put your focus on that one good thing, life will start to become or start to attract more of that. It's saying, oh, this is what you want. You want more of that. I got you. More of that. I don't do this to be liked. I don't do this for you to give me a pat on the back. I don't do this for you to cheer me on. If you do, cool. I do this because I have to tell you the truth. And I've realized that many are not willing to. They say they want to help you, but really they want to help their damn selves. They want to help their damn pockets. And yes, I got books to sell. I got books that I will sell. I got content that's monetized. But when it's all said and done, I'm obliged to tell you the truth. I'm obliged to tell you the whole truth. And the whole truth is, so long as you hold yourself in that victimhood mentality, if you hold yourself as, look what's happening to me, and that's your perspective of life, you will continue to manifest the very same life experiences. There's no other way. Sometimes it used to break my heart, but now I've gotten to a place where I can separate myself from this need to having to change people, and that's saved me a whole lot of heartache. But it still is partially a pain point when I see individuals who genuinely believe that them complaining, that them moving through life as, but you don't know what happened, like believing that that is helping them. That pains me when I see that, when they truly mean it. I've seen this in comment sections, my IG be flooded with comments, etc. And I see people in there fighting to keep their story, fighting to keep their limitation. They're fighting for it. But you don't know what happened to them. And they fight to keep that thing in place as opposed to letting it go, which is the only freedom they will ever get. And I get it because that was me. I lived as that individual. I was that person on the other side. I was the one living with that victimhood mentality, and I could see no other way. But I just look. But you don't understand. But you don't know. And I'm trying. And somebody's trying to tell me. They're trying to get through to me. Like, no, you are the one in control. You have power. Just shift how you think. No, you don't under. I would wrestle tooth and nail. I would fight you in order to keep my stance, to keep the identity that I knew. And so when I see this, the reason why I get so turned up about it is because it's real for me. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's everybody else's fault. I'm not going to sit here and tell you life is happening to you because it's not the truth. It's not the truth. Only you can make the decision for yourself. I sit here at the end of the day, it's like I've made my choice. I've chosen which side of the fence I'm going to sit on. I've made that choice. I made the decision. But I can't make it for you. And I want it so bad for you. I want it like I want it for myself for you. But I can't do it for you. I would trust me. I wish I could. I wish I could just plug it in. I wish I could just, oh my God. Oh, I get it now. I wish I could just get you to that place where you realize just how powerful you are. Not only how deserving you are of everything that you desire in this life, but that everything in this life is here in service of you. That the story that you have told thus far is the past and it doesn't have to be a part of your now. I wish I could just, but I know it's a matter of process. So let's let that process be what it is. Let's let it work its magic as it always does, just like it did within my life, to wake me up to the reality of who I truly was and all that I truly was. That's all I want for you. That's all I want for me is the highest good. And that's my definition of love. If I love you, I genuinely want the highest good for you. And the highest good is to tell you the truth that's going to set you free. And that's it. Don't let this thing literally steal the joy, steal the life, steal the vibrance, steal the fulfillment. Everything that you ever wanted is on the other side of this fence. I promise you that. But it's only you who can make a decision to make that leap.